The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, subconscious, well aware of the consequences, as well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. I don't know where this is going. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. I can't read that. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Is she cutting the raccoon? It's something about blood is all I know.
Just keep the poem in mind.
Okay.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take... Oops. What? If I hold that down, it goes... Ah. And... There we go. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something... What?
It just something that grabbed me. I don't know what you're doing.
I think it's something that different people can relate in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ryuu?
Well...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I do. It makes 10.
No, I wasn't stealing your line that time. I know your secret.
I'm gonna hit you.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Yeah.
Huh? View what?
Well, isn't it a train wreck I would take as a win. and I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone that recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me not to completely miss the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you may have the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Did you just click twice?
All of a sudden? No.
Okay. Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so... fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ouch.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away, letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Okay. Amy likes spiders. A lot longer this time. Whoa, a lot longer. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's mean. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Jesus.
Still believe that Yuri's the bitch one?
Just because she writes, that doesn't mean it's what she... Poems are bombs.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people recognize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to.
But is it referring to her liking anime and manga and such, or is it... I don't know. Because people tend to find those things to be gross and weird and these kind of games.
Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out, they make fun of you for it or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? You just said that it matters. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. You read about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Oh, bad timing. Huh. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Leaving Sayori last again once more.
Just goes.
Hi again, Ryuu. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. And maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, Ryuu. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? You okay?
I'm just trying to hold up my yawns.
Oh. Are you that tired?
I'm not tired, I just yawn, I don't know why.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level.
Yet?
11?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. So, is this a continuation of the last poem, or is that coming later?
That's coming later.
Okay. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Green, red, blue. Endless.
There's no other way to pronounce it.
It looks like cacophony. I don't know why.
That's not how you pronounce it.
Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Why is this? Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Why is there math?
Hello, motorcycle person.
Ignore them. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable?
Yep.
Okay. Like playing a violin on a pizza crust. an endless poem of meaningless.
Scroll, 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 scroll.
Load me. What? Is she a robot?
Well, I don't know. You gotta keep playing.
Load me. Technology of some kind. It's even more abstract than your last one.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even? What am I even talking about?
Something about this isn't right.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ooh, I like this one, Ryuu. It has some nice in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for your own good.
Well, don't just try and be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No! I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Ryuu. Never ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I didn't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah! Me neither.
What? Sorry, I was
It's a very delayed.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something that sad.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
So that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ryuu. I should go write that down then.
Can you see your poem already?
You can read my poem now, okay?
There we go. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck out one. It's warm and tingling, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friend. Friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty self could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Jesus. Holy crap is right. Jeez. Sarah, did you really write this?
Of course I did.
Gee.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica talks a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Sorry, I think I at this game. That makes her saying that funny. I'm not sure if it's her or someone else. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of.
I need to breathe.
Do we really have to do something for the festival?
Well, I've never.
It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
A play?
Performing? Monica. Yeah. Bleh, not Sayori. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. And so ends episode 5, 6?
6.
6. Ends episode 6.